Hello everyone. The topic that I've chosen for the IEP project is agricultural distress in India. So coming to the topic, the, this is the overview of what all things that I'm going to speak today in the presentation. Reasons behind the agricultural distress, impact, and measures that to be taken, and the timelines, tentative timelines to implement them. Coming to the introduction. So India is one of the biggest growing economies in the world. Agriculture is a primary occupation of nearly half of the population of our country. Over the past few decades, the manufacturing and service sectors have increasingly contributed to the growth of the economy, while the agricultural contribution has decreased. This unprecedented crisis in India has now been affecting farmers across the country for nearly a decade. Now, let us see some of the reasons for this crisis. The poor planning and policy. The policy measures that have been taken are not really effective, and our agriculture in our country is heavily dependent on the monsoons, and rainfall and climate temperatures do affect. Collapsing farm prices is one of the reasons. Fragmented supply chains and lack of mechanization. What do we mean by lack of mechanization? Is that although there are a lot of technological developments coming up in the agricultural sector, care sector, it has not been widely acknowledged or neither being implemented. So this is how the lack of mechanization is implementing. Now coming to the impact of uh, impacts that this crisis has on the farmers as well as the economy. There are adverse impacts on the farmers' income because it is dwindling. Agricultural output is also affecting, so the income has been very low. And because the income has been very low, the effect of interest in farming and the farm investment have also gone down. People are not really uh, interested in investing, and the cases of farmer suicide have increased because the conditions have been really worse for the farmers over here, and this has also had an impact on the food security. If we do not grow enough crops, so there won't be enough food available to feed the entire country or the world. So there is a food security issue as well. Now, coming to the measures that we can be taken. So, doubling farmers' income could be one of the measures because, as we can see, that the farmers' income has been decreasing, and there are also suicides, which could be one of the contributing factors uh, for for the farmers. So, doubling income would really help, and also agricultural insurance and risk mitigation by 2030 could be one of the measures that can be taken. Water management and irrigation measures, market reform. This could help us with the highway because our agriculture is heavily dependent on the climate. This water management could help us in that way. Market reforms and price support systems would ensure that the farmers get the right price for the products and they get their share of income. Soil health and nutrient management would help us grow. Efficient crops which can reduce the food security, because if the crops are good, there will be less wastage, and the nutrients also would help. And diversification of the crops and value addition through this also is one of the measures. I recommend that all these measures could be taken up and tested by and seen in like in a span of like 10 years, and also evaluate if these are working or not, so that new measures can be implemented or some amendments can be done to the same. And thank you.